Where is the verse, God helps those who help themselves in the Bible? That's a trick question. It's not in the Bible. It's not even a verse. It's actually a trope often attributed to Benjamin Franklin, who may not have even originated it, but he put it in his almanac, so that's where it got widespread. But the thing is, either because someone said it was in the Bible or because we just assumed based on kind of the flavor of it that was in the Bible, a lot of us would assume that it is in the Bible. And this points out a key thing is that we can make wrong assumptions all the time and probably promote them gladly. But yet, when we do the research, what do we do? What do we find out? And I think there's a kind of people from the Bible that demonstrate this, well, at least a good habit to have. And their stories in Acts 17:10 through 12. And it's the people called the Bereans, or at least the people in the city of Berea or the region, whatever it was, who are told more noble than another one he recently visited because not only do they receive the word from Paul, but they search the scriptures to find out if what he says is so, to find out if it's true. And it's like checking to see the prophecies that he's talking about that were fulfilled and all those things. Not just accepting him as word, but searching it out. And I think there's something so great about that and so applicable to our times, or needed in our times at least. Because even if we can't really search every single thing we see online, unless we basically make it our full-time job, but I think there's something to be said about when we see something that we do a bit of research. We go the extra mile rather than just being like reading the headlines off the kind of mainstream and being like, oh, that happened. Oh, that happened as well. Because then most of those headlines do not reflect the content of the article, or maybe just have this little byline that makes sense in it. So then the T for the headlines is to get views. They aren't really always accurately telling the news. It's to get the views. So I think the thing is that when we do a bit of research, we might find out that our opinions were wrong or our assumptions were wrong. And what do we do with that? Is our kind of commitment to our first opinions, our first formed opinions, whatever it is? Or is it to the truth and what is actually going on? But that's my kind of perspective of the matter. What do you think?